Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to express my gratitude to His Excellency the Prime Minister of Jordan, Dr. Omar Razaz, for his patronage of this event. I would also like to thank the Social Security Investment Fund of Jordan and the United Nations Development Programme's flagship initiative, SDG Impact Jordan, for organizing this conversation series. We mark the 75th anniversary of the United Nations this year in the middle of a pandemic, the likes of which this generation has not seen before. Global human development, a combination of the world's education, health and income, is set to decline in 2020 for the first time since the measure began 30 years ago. The pandemic has exposed serious fault lines and vulnerabilities in societies, institutions and economies across the world. No region or country is immune. All Arab countries, whether oil-rich, middle income or least developed, are facing difficulties in responding. The pandemic has also coincided with a significant drop in oil prices. It will further compound economic hardship, and there may be as many as 17 million job losses in the region alone. Some communities are especially hard hit, including women migrants and the 55 million people who already rely on life-saving humanitarian assistance. So it is critical to unlock capital to not only help countries recover from the crisis, but to allow them to build forward better and generate the level of financing needed to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals and vital targets like the Paris Agreement. This is something that the Social Security Investment Fund of Jordan is well aware of. Its investment strategy is based around targeted sectors that have direct impact on people's lives, from the provision of better services to advancing critical areas like infrastructure and education. Indeed, we know that people want their money to go towards sustainable investment. Yet the current financial system does not often allow them to do that. A new report by the UN Secretary-General's Task Force on Digital Financing of the SDGs argues that digital finance will give people much more choice over how their money works. To give just one example, a multi-million-dollar wind farm could be financed through millions of small investments made from people's micro savings channeled through mobile apps, giving them dividends and the benefit of improved green infrastructure that they can use every day. The new possibilities offered by digital finance are extraordinary. And UNDP is working with Jordan to find other concrete ways to increase financial flows towards the global goals. SDG Impact is engaging directly with business investors and policymakers to lay out the business case for their alignment of their activities with the Sustainable Development Goals, ultimately to drive more inclusive and resilient economic growth. The SDG investor maps are just one concrete outcome of the initiative. They are a powerful and practical tool providing detailed information on how specific investments and business models can advance the SDGs. This critical market intelligence will be rolled out on a searchable online platform in the coming months. Indeed, SDG Impact Jordan is looking to further support the Social Security Investment Fund of Jordan to examine investments with an impact lens. It is also about unlocking the vast potential out there. If we were to channel just 1% of global pension funds towards the SDGs, that would be double the amount of current official development assistance in the world. In closing, the United Nations Development Programme is a proud partner of Jordan in its pursuit of the 2030 Agenda. That means not standing still. Rather, it means forging new alliances with critical partners like the private sector and financial institutions, including pension funds, to help the world build forward better. As we look beyond the COVID-19 pandemic, it is a moment for the entire world, nations united, to work together to ensure that everyone is afforded the opportunity that they deserve. Thank you for your attention, and I wish you a very successful meeting. Thank you.